following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, from the Caribbean, weighing 220 pounds, Carlito.
I spit in the face of people who don't want to be cool.
From Houston, Texas, weighing in at 256 pounds, King Booker. And the opponent, from Charlotte, North Carolina, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. From Washington, D.C., weighing 317 pounds, Batista!
I'm Joey Styles along with my cross-the-bear Taz, welcoming you to Portland, Oregon for another exciting Extreme Championship Wrestling event.
I got a feeling the Rose City is going to get its face rocked tonight, and I personally can't wait.
And neither can these fans. We'd better get started, or we might have a riot on our hands.
Flair's the dirtiest player in the game. How come the fans love him so much?
Flair's mischievous tendencies are addictive. The fans can't get enough of him.
Hey, if I poked you in the eye, nobody would cheer. Well, now that I think about it, maybe they would.
I'd say this matchup has lived up to expectations so far. What do you think, partner?
Yeah, it's off the chain for sure, I'll tell you that right now. I can't wait to see how it ends. That King Booker has more weapons in his arsenal than most entire kingdoms.
Then the adrenaline is pumping. The crowd is coming alive. This is what they came to see.
Whoa, calm down there a little bit, Twinkle Toes. You're gonna leave a puddle.
Here it is. He's building up a head of steam, and he's about to let his opponent have it.
I'll tell you what, if his opponent's got a brain in his head, he'll get the heck out of there.
Batista is one of the most dominant superstars in WWE history.
One of the biggest bullies is more like it. He's not that great.
The proof is in the pudding. Look at how much championship gold he's worn. What's going through the minds of these combatants right now?
About a million different things. Here's the deal, you gotta think several steps ahead of your opponent, especially in this caliber of a match.
It really is a game of human chess.
Yeah, and I'm stuck next to the lowly poor.
He anticipated that move perfectly.
We got a pinfall attempt right here. 2. This is human chess, man, and he thought one move ahead.
These competitors seem a little tentative in there.
You took the bumps and bruises they did, you would be too.
I guess you're right, partner. Every time you go to inflict punishment, there's a chance.
The tag's been made and his partner's coming in.
The Nature Boy is still going strong after 35 years in the business.
35 years? God, he's been in the business longer than a lot of superstars have been alive.
He thinks he's got one last world title run in him. And I'm inclined to believe it. Before King Booker's reign over WWE, he had a very successful run in WCW.
Darn right. That's where he became the five-time WCW World Champion.
Thanks for that nugget of information, my friend. You're nothing if not thorough. Batista is such an imposing force here in WWE. I wouldn't want to look across the ring at him.
There's a reason he's called the Animal, and it's not because he has fleas.
True, but I don't know a lot of animals that could match him in size and strength.
That's not saying much, since I've seen you run away.
Did they get the tag? Yes. It sure was a long, strange trip to get these superstars to square off like this.
No doubt. The shortest distance between 2 points may be a straight line, but I find this way more entertaining.
I'm with you, partner. And now they're here to put on a great show for all of us. And here's a little something for the fans. That's why they love him.
You know what? But who cares what they think? All he's doing here is giving his opponent a chance to recover.
I think it's time to bring out the heavy firepower.
These superstars got it in them to cause a lot of damage, believe me.
He was one step ahead on that one.
They sacrificed everything to get to this one match. That's some hardcore drama right there.
I think that's a tag. Ric Flair is the most decorated athlete in all of sports entertainment history.
Yeah, Styles, but you forget, he won a lot of those titles through questionable means.
Aren't you always telling me that a win is a win?
Yeah, and you're always telling me that it doesn't matter if you win, it's how you win that's supposed to be so important. King Booker's the greatest. He's got the total package of speed, strength, and skill.
Well, he's also somewhat conceited, a little shady, and frankly, a cheater.
Oh yeah, I forgot those two. Good looking out there.
I hope the fans know they're getting something special tonight.
They better. It's not every day you get to see a matchup like this.
I don't remember the last time I was so excited about a match.
I hear you. Electricity is in the air, and these superstars are doing everything they can to harness it.
He's got this crowd solidly behind him, and now he's going to give them a... That was a smart tag.
You feel like a real jerk when somebody counters you like that. That would be a really good time to start wearing down a body part. I say go for the leg.
Sound like a manager. You ever considered that career path?
Nah, I'd be tempted to jump in that ring and start choking people out. Wow, great reversal. Facing off against Batista's like trying to wrestle a boulder.
The animal may be large and intimidating, but he can also move around in the ring.
Once he gets rolling, there's not much you can do to stop him. Zing! He reversed that one.
What kind of preparation goes into a match like this?
What? Besides the endless workouts, travel, and mental anguish, these athletes don't... You know, there is such a thing as playing to the crowd a little too much, and that's exactly what I'm seeing here.
If you can please your fans on the way to a victory, then more power to you. Oh, what a night of action, and I have a feeling the best is still yet to come.
I'm digging it too. And you know what? What would make this thing much better is if you maybe just kind of like pipe down a little bit so I can pay more attention to this great match.
We're here to provide commentary. Talking's kind of our job.
Then maybe I'll have to break out my mute button, also known as my fist.
What would you normally be doing in a match like this?
Well, by now I'd probably be in the locker room taking a victory shower, but that's just me.
I don't know who's more excited, me, the fans, or the superstars themselves.
I'm gonna have to go out on a limb here and say I'm the most excited. You got a problem with that? Watch it, he reversed it.
I can't imagine being able to still compete after the career that Ric Flair has had.
That's because you were never able to compete, period.
Well, you could argue that King Booker is an embarrassment to every person who's ever descended from actual royalty.
You better show a little bit more respect. He could have the pin right here.
1, 2, 3.
I gotta tell you, I was so pumped up.
Here are your winners, Ric Flair and Batista.